Did you know that some of the foods you eat every day, thinking they are harmless, can actually be real hidden villains, especially if you live with diabetes? Yes, I'm talking about those foods that seem good for our health, but that, in reality, can be behind serious imbalances in your body. In this video, we will unmask the 10 most dangerous foods that may be sneaking around your kitchen or part of your daily meals without you realizing the risk they pose. Watch until the end of this video because the information I'm going to provide here is essential and can make all the difference in your daily life. Let's start. Sugar drinks. When talking about diabetes, you can't be too careful with what you drink. Sugary drinks are real traps in disguise, and we're not just talking about soft drinks here. Boxed juices, sweetened teas, and even those energy drinks that promise to make anyone feel tired are in the same boat. The big problem with these drinks is the enormous amount of sugar they contain. This sugar quickly enters our bloodstream and causes the glucose level, which is the sugar in our blood, to rise high. For those with diabetes, keeping glucose under control is rule number 1. When glucose rises too high, it can cause a lot of long-term problems such as heart disease, eye problems, kidney problems, and even nerve problems. Plus, sugary drinks are empty calories. This means that they do not have nutrients that the body needs. They only have sugar, which on top of everything else isn't even enough to satisfy hunger. Another important thing is that by drinking too much of these drinks, a person can end up gaining weight. And being overweight is the #1 enemy of controlling diabetes because it makes it more difficult for the body to use insulin, which is the hormone that helps control blood glucose. So what is best to do? Swapping sugary drinks for water is always the best choice. But if you want something with a little more flavor, you can try water with some fruit slices in it, or even unsweetened natural teas. These are options that help you maintain hydration without putting your health at risk. Swapping sodas and boxed juices for healthier options may seem difficult at first, but your body will thank you. And it's not just diabetes control that improves. Reducing sugar in the diet also helps prevent a lot of other diseases and leaves everyone with more energy and health. White breads and pasta. Now let's talk about a duo that is present in many meals, white bread and pasta. They may seem harmless, but for those with diabetes you need to think twice before putting them on your plate. This is because breads and pastas made with white flour are rich in simple carbohydrates. These carbohydrates enter the blood quickly, increasing glucose quickly, just like the sugars in the drinks we already mentioned. When glucose rises quickly, the body has to race against time to use or store all that sugar, and this can be a big problem for those with diabetes. What's more, white breads and pastas have almost no fiber. Fiber is super important because it helps slow down the body's absorption of sugar, preventing glucose from rising so quickly. It does not stop there. Eating too many foods high in simple carbohydrates can also lead to weight gain. And as we already know, keeping weight under control is essential for those with diabetes as it helps keep blood glucose at healthy levels and makes the body use insulin better. So what to eat instead of white bread and pasta? A good idea is to choose full versions. Whole grain breads and pastas are made with whole grains, which have much more fiber. These fibers not only help with glucose control, but also make you feel fuller, meaning that after eating you feel fuller for longer. This helps you eat less and better. Another tip is to try other types of carbohydrates that are friendly to those with diabetes, such as quinoa, brown rice, and even vegetables that can replace pasta in some dishes, such as zucchini spaghetti. These are options that, in addition to being nutritious, help to vary the menu and make meals more interesting and healthy. Changing eating habits is not easy, but understanding the impact that certain foods have on diabetes control is the first step to making smarter choices. By swapping simple carbohydrates for healthier options, you will not only help keep your diabetes under control, but you will also feel better and have more energy on a daily basis. Breakfast cereals. Starting the day with a bowl of cereal may seem like the perfect breakfast choice, especially when we're in a rush. However, for those with diabetes, not all cereals are health friendly. Many breakfast cereals, particularly those that are highly sugary, can be a real challenge for glycemic control. This is due to the high sugar content and low fiber content, a combination that can lead to rapid increases in blood glucose levels. Sugary cereals are attractive with colorful packaging and promises of a delicious taste. However, this sweetness comes with a load of simple sugars that enter the bloodstream almost immediately after ingestion. For those dealing with diabetes, this means the body has to work harder to manage these sugar spikes, which can be complicated and increase the risk of complications associated with the disease. What's more, these cereals often lack essential nutrients such as fiber, protein, and vitamins. Fiber in particular is essential for those with diabetes as it helps to delay the absorption of sugar, keeping glucose levels more stable throughout the day. Without enough fiber, breakfast can end up being counterproductive, leading to early hunger and less healthy food choices throughout the day. Fortunately, there are healthy alternatives that can help maintain glycemic control without sacrificing taste or convenience. Whole grain cereals that are low in sugar and high in fiber are an excellent choice to start the day. They provide the energy needed for morning activities without causing unwanted spikes in glucose. Additionally, adding fresh fruit to cereal can increase the fiber and vitamin content, as well as giving it that natural sweet touch. Another option is to prepare breakfast with foods rich in protein, such as eggs or unsweetened Greek yogurt, which can help keep you feeling full for longer and contribute to more effective glycemic control. These choices not only benefit diabetes management, but also promote a more balanced and nutritious diet. Therefore, when choosing breakfast cereals, it is important to read labels carefully and opt for those with less sugar and more fiber. Making this conscious choice in the morning can make a big difference in your diabetes management and overall well-being throughout the day. Fries and snacks, crunchy snacks like chips, pretzels, and other processed snacks are irresistible for many of us. But when it comes to diabetes, these snacks can be real traps. They are high in simple carbohydrates and bad fats, a combination that can be quite harmful, especially for those trying to control their blood glucose levels. The big problem with these snacks is that they offer a lot of calories without many nutrients. The simple carbohydrates present in these foods are quickly converted into sugar by the body, which can cause blood sugar spikes. Furthermore, trans and saturated fat, common in these foods, can contribute to an increase in bad cholesterol, LDL, putting cardiovascular health at risk. Another point of attention is insulin resistance. Diets high in bad fats and simple carbohydrates can cause the body to have difficulty using insulin efficiently, a serious problem for those with diabetes. This means that even though the pancreas is producing insulin, the body cannot use it correctly to control blood sugar levels. But then how can you resist the temptation of these snacks? The key is to look for healthier alternatives. For example, nuts and seeds are great snack options. They are rich in good fats, proteins, and fiber, which help keep glucose levels stable and promote a feeling of satiety, avoiding excessive food consumption. For those times when only a crunchy snack satisfies, opting for homemade versions can be a solution. Oven roasted potatoes with a little olive oil and seasoning, for example, can replace traditional French fries, offering flavor without compromising health. Vegetables cut into sticks and roasted, such as carrots and zucchini, are also delicious and nutritious alternatives. Additionally, it is important to read product labels. Many snacks that present themselves as healthy actually contain high levels of sodium, sugars, or unhealthy fats. Paying attention to these details can help you make more conscious and healthy choices. In short, replacing chips and processed snacks with healthier options not only helps control diabetes, but also contributes to a more balanced and nutritious diet. These small changes to eating habits can have a significant impact on your overall health and well-being. Fast food. Fast food is the choice of many for its convenience and flavor that easily pleases the palate. However, when we talk about diabetes, the story changes a little. Most fast food items are high in calories, saturated fats, and highly digestible carbohydrates, a combination that can be disastrous for blood sugar control. Fast foods are designed to be delicious and addictive. They often contain high levels of sodium, preservatives, and additives that can negatively affect long-term health. For those with diabetes, these foods can cause rapid and significant spikes in blood glucose, making it difficult to manage the condition. Additionally, the high intake of saturated fats present in many fast food dishes may contribute to the development of cardiovascular disease, an additional concern for people with diabetes who are already at increased risk for these conditions. The good news is that there are healthier alternatives that can satisfy your desire for something quick and tasty without compromising your diabetes control. For example, opting for salads with lean proteins such as chicken or fish, choosing sandwiches on whole grain bread without sauces high in sugar and fat, and choosing unsweetened water or tea instead of soft drinks can make a big difference. Speaking of managing diabetes naturally, I want to share a special tip with you. Omaclear is a natural product that has helped many people lower their blood sugar. It is an option for those looking for a complement to their healthy diet and lifestyle. The link for more information and to purchase the product is fixed in the first comment of this video. Remember, the link is safe, direct from the official store, and you have a 60-day guarantee to test and see the benefits for yourself. An occasional trip to fast food won't completely derail your diabetes management efforts, especially if you make conscious choices. However, regular dependence on these meals can make managing diabetes a much more challenging task, which is why it is important to have a diabetes supplement like Omaclear that is 100% natural at home. Prioritize foods that contribute positively to your diabetes management plan, and remember that eating healthy doesn't mean sacrificing taste or convenience. Processed meats, when talking about controlling diabetes, it is crucial that we look at all aspects of our diet, including protein choices. Processed meats such as sausages, bacon, ham and other sausages may seem like practical and tasty options for meals, but they hide risks that go beyond the salty taste and convenience. First, it is important to understand what makes meat considered processed. We are talking about meats that have been transformed through salting, curing, fermentation, smoking or other processes to improve flavor or extend shelf life. These processes, however, introduce high levels of sodium, saturated fats, and chemical preservatives such as nitrates and nitrites, which can have adverse health effects. For people with diabetes, high sodium is a particular concern because it can contribute to increased blood pressure, a risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Additionally, studies suggest a link between regular consumption of processed meats and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, possibly due to the inflammatory effects and insulin resistance promoted by certain additives present in these meats. This doesn't mean you need to completely eliminate meat from your diet, but rather opt for less processed versions. Fresh meats, such as chicken breast, fish and lean cuts of beef or pork are healthier alternatives. These options offer high-quality proteins without the problematic additives found in processed meats. Preparing your own meals at home can also make a big difference, allowing you to control the ingredients and opt for healthier cooking methods such as roasting, grilling or steaming rather than frying. Incorporating a wider variety of protein sources, including legumes, nuts and seeds, can further enrich your diet, offering additional health benefits beyond blood sugar control. Choosing less processed meats is an important step in managing diabetes and promoting better overall health. By making conscious choices about the proteins we include in our diet, we can reduce our risk of long-term complications and improve our quality of life. Remember, every small change in the right direction counts and can make a big difference to your health. Before we say goodbye, I want to remind you about Omaclear, a natural option for those looking for support in controlling their blood sugar. If you're looking for some extra help on your health journey, it's worth checking out. Remember, the secure link for more information and to purchase Omaclear is pinned in the first comment of this video. And the best part, you have a 60-day guarantee to test it and see the benefits for yourself. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. By subscribing, you not only support our work, but also stay up to date with the latest health and well-being tips and information. And if you know someone who could benefit from this video, don't hesitate to share it. Together we can make a difference in many people's lives. I'll wait for you in the next video.